Hey everyone, Allison here, and I am super excited to be bringing you a demo of our pizza crust. So this was a taste test for Canadians a little while ago. It sold out super fast, but I managed to snag one and I clearly haven't made it yet. But I'm going to an event tonight and I'm bringing some pizza, kind of bruschetta. For my US friends, as of Monday, I believe it's Monday, August 20th, maybe that's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. You can start ordering this, and this is in your current catalog. So I thought I would show you how it looks, feels, tastes. Well, we haven't invented taste division yet, but give you an idea of how easy it is to put together. Like all Epicure products, it is gluten-free, nut-free. Not that pizza has nuts in it, but super easy to make. This does not require any rising, setting aside, proofing, anything like that. One pack like this will make enough dough for 2 quarter sheet pans, which I am going to prep first. So we just need to oil them. And I'm just using olive oil and a piece of paper towel. If you have a basting brush, you can use that. I just don't currently have one. But this works just as well. And I am oiling up the sides just to make sure it doesn't stick anywhere. Once your pans are oiled, you can just put them aside until we're ready to get the dough in them. So that was probably maybe a half to 1 tablespoon of olive oil per sheet pan. And now for the dough. I'm just going to turn my tap on to get the water nice and hot. With all our Epicure products, recipes are on the back. For this, it is really easy. Calls for, let's see if I can, now that I've opened the package. Hang on a sec, let's dump it first. I don't want to get flour everywhere. Recipe's right there. Calls for 1 1/4 cups warm water and 2 tablespoons olive oil. That is it. Everything else is right here in the mix. So I've got my water running. Make sure it's nice and warm. I'm going to have 1 1/4 cups warm water. Because I've never made this before, I'm not going to just dump the whole amount in. I'm just going to see how moist it is. Depending on where you're located, you know, sea level, all that kind of stuff, that can affect your your baking requirements as far as moisture, oil, leavening agent, that kind of thing. I'm at sea level. And it's not like super humid, but there's a lot of moisture in the air because we are at sea level and close to the ocean. But it looks like it needs the full 1 1/4 cups. Now I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm just going to stir until it is well combined. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to divide the dough into 2 so that I got enough for my 2 pans. It is a bit sticky now that I'm touching it, just so you know. So you can see it's getting all over my hands. And I'm just going to drop those into my pans. So we'll see how this turns out. This is pretty sticky, so maybe I didn't need to add all the water. Proof is in the pudding, as they say, right? In this case, proof is in the pizza dough. So I've just poured some oil on the back of my spoon, and that should help manipulate this dough. It is quite sticky, so just sticking your fingers in there, you'll get it all over your hands and you won't be able to spread it. But this is working wonderfully. If it starts sticking, I'm just going to add some more oil. I'm trying to spread it to all corners, getting it as uniformly flat as possible. So because this is gluten-free, it is not really going to handle the same way as you would with regular flour, where you have the elasticity of the gluten to help you, roll and play with that dough. Think of it more like almost like a shortbread or cheesecake crust, where you've got to use your spoon to form the shape that you want, in this case a rectangle, nice and flat. All right, just gonna finish it off with my fingers. So again, I want to try and make it as uniform as possible, so I'm pounding down the edges. This feels very much like baking shortbread at Christmas time. Flatten it with the palm of my hand. Okay, so I'm going to continue this on with the other one, and then I'll pop them in the oven. I just want to sort of par bake them before I add my pesto bruschetta topping. Okay, I'll be back. While the pizza is cooking, I want to prepare the toppings to go on top. So I want to make some pesto. This is our pesto sauce, and again, I'm just following the recipe that's on the side. It says it makes half a cup. That should easily cover both pizzas, maybe even with some extras, we'll see. So I need 2 tablespoons of sauce mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, and then let stand. Now that is quite important. You don't want to rush this process. That allows the herbs in here to rehydrate, open up, and mix better with the oils and everything else we're going to add. So that's 2 tablespoons of the pesto mix, 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm just going to let that sit. And as always, I'm using my 4-in-1 spice spoon because it fits so nicely in the mouth of those jars. Now I've already gone ahead and chopped 2 tablespoons of pine nuts to add once that has sat. The other things we will be adding to that are some Parmesan cheese and some olive oil. But let's work on the bruschetta part of it first. So I've just got some vine-ripened tomatoes, not from my garden because we don't grow them. I don't have a green thumb. Other people have far greener thumbs than me, and they grow nice things, so that's what I will use. But I'm just gonna take these tomatoes and chop them quite finely. And I'm using my Chef Pro paring knife. Because I'm making bruschetta, I'm gonna chop out all the seeds. I don't want that extra liquid. I just want the fleshy part of the tomatoes. All those extra seeds and that extra liquid will make things too runny and make my pizza dough soggy. Although pre-cooking it will help with that. So I'm just going to keep chopping these and come back when I'm all finished. All right, my tomatoes are chopped, and now to add some spices. Now, Epicure does have a bruschetta seasoning. I just don't personally own it. So I went through my cupboards to see what I had that could approximate that flavor, and I found this sweet and smoky. Now it is a topper, so it's supposed to be like sprinkled on top, but I thought we could add it in. Now I'm not gonna dip my pesto covered spoon into my topper container because I don't want to contaminate the insides. I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons, see how it goes. I do have 3 tomatoes, so I want to make sure the flavors are strong enough that you can at least taste that they're not just plain tomatoes. But again, I don't want to overpower the pesto that's going to be underneath. That's smelling good. This has got imitation bacon in it. Let's just give it a taste. I think that'll be good. I've also got some arugula to sprinkle on my pizza shells. But it's been about 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. So let's add the rest of the ingredients to our pesto sauce. I'm gonna add our pine nuts, 2 tablespoons of Parmesan, and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And I'm going to use my prep bowl to measure my olive oil. It's got measurements on the side. I don't know if you can see that. 1/4 cup there, 1/2 cup, 3/4 a cup, and all the way full is 1 cup. So I want a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And since my measuring spoon is all dirty already, I'm just going to use that to stir all this together. Now I am quite happy with the taste of the pesto as is. If you want to intensify it, you can add some minced garlic. You can add salt and pepper if you need an extra bit of seasoning. That is the beauty of Epicure. Start with the recipes that they have on the side and then customize it, make it your own to however your family eats. You like spicier things, add some spicy. Okay, now I'm gonna bring over my pizza shells and show you how they look, and then we'll put the pesto on it. Okay, here they are. I've got them on, sorry, they're still quite hot. I've got them on my roll-up rack, which was introduced to Canadian consumers this summer. I don't know if it's available in the States yet, but stay posted and I'll let you know if and when it becomes available. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a big dollop in the middle of each of these, spread it around and see if we need to add some more. So yeah. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I could probably have done with it a little bit more pesto, so I'll know that for next time. Make maybe 1.5 of the recipe or even 2, and then you can have leftovers in your fridge. So now I'm going to put my tomato on. No, I'm not. First I'm gonna sprinkle some arugula. Arugula gives a nice sort of peppery element, fresh. I am gonna bake this, so we'll see what happens. I've never baked arugula before. And then we're gonna top it with some bruschetta. I'm not going to bake it for very long because I don't want the tomatoes to go mushy. I just kind of want to infuse the crust with the flavors of the pesto, and I feel like baking it for a little bit longer is a good way to do that. So I'm just kind of sprinkling this evenly over the two pizza shells. And then I think I'll put a little bit more Parmesan off over top. I'm gonna put these back in the oven for another 5 minutes. They are now out of the oven. I've let them cool for a little bit, and then for a finishing touch, I'm gonna drizzle some balsamic reduction on them. This is something that is super easy to make at home. I just put some balsamic vinegar in a small pot and simmer for 10-15 minutes until it's your desired consistency. So here's mine. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit on there. And then it's all ready to serve and cut. Before I do that, I wanted to speak to a few things. So I am trying to appeal to both my Canadian and my US customers. Canadian customers, again, this is the pizza crust is not available to you yet, but I have it on good authority. It is going to be in the fall catalog. So look for that. I will definitely be shouting it from the rooftops when this is available. For now, this video is just going to stay on my US cooking class because I want to show you guys the versatility of this pizza crust. So this is a US catalog, and you will find the information about the pizza crust on pages 34 and 35. You've also got your pesto sauce there. Sorry, I'm trying not to get it in my pizza. And the other thing that I noticed are these multi-purpose scissors. Those look pretty amazing, and I sure hope that they show up in our catalog. I haven't seen them yet, but maybe I just wasn't looking close enough. But they look good enough to be snipping some herbs, and also they've got like a serrated edge here on the outside edge blade of the scissors, so that looks like it should be a knife. And then the inside looks like it can be a can opener, so, or maybe a nutcracker. You might have a can opener blade there. I mean, they look amazing. So look for that in your catalog. That's page 34 and 35. I have posted a link in this online cooking class to the sort of virtual catalog that you can flip through online. But you can also go straight to the epicure.com website and just put in whatever it is you're searching for. Pizza crust, pesto sauce. So you've got the marinara and the arrabbiata. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Arrabbiata. Marinara is a milder tomato sauce that you can use to make some pizza sauce, and that would make a spicier version. And then on the next page is, just get that out of my way there, true Bruschetta Seasoning. So that for US customers, that is what you're going to be looking for to make this. Canadian customers as well, we have bruschetta in our catalog, but I used a sweet and smoky topper, which is going into the vault, I believe. So scratch my comment about looking for it. If you're watching this after September the 1st, get your bruschetta, and then you can recreate this recipe. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me, And I look forward to any questions, comments, and of course, orders. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.